Hello. Alrighty. I did a live on this yesterday, but for some reason I have the hardest time getting YouTube to put my lives out there. Not my life, my lives, my live views out there. So I'm going to do this again, but I'm going to do this as a recording and not as live and show y'all my Christmas pipes. This is the Christmas pipe collection. Now, one of these you've already seen, and I want to go ahead and bring that out here. One of these you've already seen because it was part of another collection. When you have 1,200 pieces, a lot of stuff gets, they're in both categories or several categories. I got some that are in several categories. So let's start out with this one. Y'all have seen it before, but it's Santa Claus and Christmas tree, what's called a globe bubbler. These are globe bubblers. The water comes down in here. When you breathe, the bubbles come through down in here where the water is, and then bubble up through these holes that are in the platform that the Santa Claus and anybody complained about Black Santa Claus, don't be dumb. He's fictional. So he's Santa Claus. All right. Now let's put him over there. See, I got out some of that fake snow and I put the fake snow on here, and now I got fake snow pieces everywhere. So I took that away because it sucks. All right, let's do Christmas trees. So since we're already on Christmas trees, you got this Christmas tree here. Of course, there's your bowl. It's very cool. There's your little carb right there and your mouthpiece. And it would be really hard to make all these little flower pieces and then attach them. You see like this white one, how it's attached right there in that to make these Christmas trees. Little star. They made these. It's very cool. All right. Christmas tree. We'll put that one there. Then we got another Christmas tree. In this group that I was in Facebook, the thing about the group was they have a sale on Fridays and Saturdays. And if you buy a pipe, and then they'll have another sale where they're giving away a free pipe with the package. You buy the premium piece that you bought, and they'll give you another premium piece for free. Well, that's how you end up with double pieces. So, as you can see, I got double Christmas trees. Let's move them back. All right, we got any more Christmas trees? Yep, got this Christmas tree here, which is also a bubbler. So, or what you want to call a bubbler, there's a little piece inside. You can't really see it too well, but it diffuses the air that comes in and makes it bubble. So that's why I call them bubblers instead of bongs. I don't like the word bong because it has a negative connotation. So I like to say bubbler. There are some that you can't really call a bubbler. You have to call a bong because that's what they are. But there's a little bowl that goes with it. Matching color, of course. And that's a cool little tree. Got the Santa hat on top. And I'm going to move him right there. All right, since we're looking at Santa hat, let's go with Santa hats. Here's a Santa hat. These glass blowers are amazing. Now, I'm not a glass blower. So there's a little carb thing, your mouthpiece right there. Smoke it like that. Kind of like a Sherlock with a rim. But there's that Christmas tree and the hat. So since we're doing a theme here, Christmas trees and hats, here's the second one. Want it the same way. I ordered the next premium pipe, and I got one of these for free, even though I just bought one the week before. So it kind of got useless to buy sometimes. So let's put him here, trying to make it, I don't know, keep this. I know my arms are all scarred up. That's what happens when you rescue cats. Sometimes cats don't want to be rescued. They don't know they need to be rescued. And you end up with scars. All right, let's go with since we're doing clothing and we did the hats, let's do the boots. Here's the first little booty. Got a nice bowl in there. and got your little pieces. Got your, somebody made a little, they make these little Christmas trees, little details, and put this on. And then all these little dots on here. Now here's another one that looks similar, but it's white up top. These are all some little shoes and little booties. And some of these pieces, now I've mentioned this before about how they glow in the dark. They have glow in the dark features like this. And I was looking around, I can't find my little flashlight, but there I have a UV flashlight that charges those little bubbles. I'm going to find them before this is over. So let's put our little booties in here. Let's throw them over here. Got the little booties. Move them over there because I got a lot of Christmas pieces and got a few more to go. All right, we did the boots, and I think here's another boot. This is a different style boot. It's got a good size bowl in it, kind of like where you only got to pack it like once. And you're good to go for a while. Here's your little mouthpiece. Don't set your hair on fire. Oops, don't break nothing. But if I do, I got glass glue. Greatest thing in the world is glass glue. Let's turn that like that. All right, and the little, I don't want to block up Black Santa. So, all right, since we did Christmas trees, let's do a present. This is a present. Got a little bowl there. Anything. Got your bow on here like Miss Fancy would like. Fancy likes bows. That one's not pink, but it's red. And now this glass here, you know, is what I've explained it before in other videos, but it's turns colors when you use it. And so it's very cool. It'll turn a purple or bluish hues and stripes. I can show you a piece that I've used that have already changed colors, and I'll get that one out. Just hold on just a second. I think I got it handy. Let me see here. What's your name? Who's your daddy? Is he rich? Is he rich like me? All right, I'm back. Found my little UV flashlight. Now this is what I'm talking about when something changes colors. I'm gonna get out another one. Here we go. This fumed glass, as you can see, fumed glass, like fumed glass. This started out the same color. I probably got a chillum down there these are called chillums, one hitters, whatever you want to call them. But this one started out this color. And as you use it, it changes colors. As you can see, the fumed glass. Now, if you clean this, what's weird is it will go back to that color. It's very cool, however they do that effect. I'm gonna put those up so y'all seen them before. All right, next thing on the list. See this, when I said it lights up these little things. You see how those light up there? Those, and they will stay charged, and you can put them in the dark and they will glow in the dark. You can do that with a regular light. This is a UV flashlight. It's, I originally bought it for when I stay in motels so I can see body fluids, etc. But so, because I'm kind of a germaphobe. But this is great, only like $8 on Amazon. So put that up there in case I got another. You know what? I got another piece coming right out now that has a lot of these on it. This is a snow house, snow gingerbread house with too much powdered sugar, however you want to look at it. But as you can see, these have the same features on them. They will glow in the dark. If you charge them up like that, and then you put them in the dark, if I turn the light out, but I'm gonna leave the light on. So I'm gonna put that little house right there, present, back up there. All right, next thing, this one's since I did mostly the Santa Claus stuff, here's a Santa Claus. Now this one glows in the dark too. The entire piece does, not just small features, but the entire piece. I guess he glows in the dark. See that Christmas tree back there glowing? Christmas tree, little dots. If I charge all this up and then turn the lights out, those will glow in the dark. Very, very cool. All right, Santa, I'm going to put you there because you have a tendency to fall over. I think your pack is too big. It's a nice big bowl in there. I get my whole thumb in there. So little Santa, and he's red-faced. I guess he's been drinking. So let's lay him down right there because I don't want him to fall over again. Any more Santa Claus feet? Oh, my goodness. This is one of my favorites. That's a snow globe. Snow globe with white Santa Claus, in case y'all are keeping score. That's one white, one red, and one black. So I'm good with it. Or brown. There's your bowl. One side for your mouth, one side for the whichever side you are. If you're right-handed, left-handed, this one's ambidextrous. So there's your little snow globe. He's a cool little piece. Put him right there with the other Santa Claus stuff. And let me see, any more Santa Claus? Well, this is close to Santa Claus, but it's the Grinch. The Grinch that stole Christmas. Now, this is just a regular spoon pipe that they added features onto, which is very cool the way they did it. It's a bluish black glass, and they put the Grinch on there, which is cool. Now, I like the spoon pipe. I only use the cheap throwaway spoon pipes. I don't clean them, I just throw them away. But unless they got something special on it, obviously, but I don't use the special ones, just the cheapies. And because that group, like I was saying, you get a free cheap pipe with every single order. And I've placed, hundreds of orders. So I have hundreds of freebie pipes that I just use and throw away. But Grinch, I'm going to slide Grinch up in here so he can sit there. I really can't show his face unless I prop him up. There, I'll do him like that. Grinch climbing on the house. All right, next, since we did the Christmas trees, I'm going to bring these over. This one. We'll do the candy cane first. Candy canes are cool. That's your little carburetor there. Very tiny little bowl. Look how small that bowl is compared to something like this. You see, I like a big bowl better than I do a small one. You spend all your time packing the thing. But there's your candy cane. I don't know if y'all ever saw that movie with Steve Zahn and, gosh, what was that dude's name that died in the car wreck? I can't remember, but they were in a movie and they called this trucker on a CB radio, and he come back. He said, and they said their name was Candy Cane, and they was playing with this trucker, pretending to be some kind of hooker. And then Candy Cane killed some people. Candy Cane. All right, that's a good movie. Okay, Christmas lights. There's your little Christmas light. That's a dark light. Now I like this color light. Whoop! Don't break nothing, Damon. And then you got this color light, which is pretty cool. Those are different. I don't know if you can tell that with this light, but they're a little bit different. So there's two Christmas lights. Put them there. I got one more, a white one. These are old school lights. If y'all was old as me, this is what Christmas lights always looked like. They didn't have them twinkle dinkle things. They had big Christmas lights, and they were easy to replace. So there's Christmas lights. Let's do gingerbread man. Got a gingerbread man here, made out of amber glass. There's the bowl, mouthpiece, card. But that's the ginger man. I'll lay him over there. I'll lay a lot of my pipes down, especially when I got them on like the coffee table here, because I have 7 cats and they love this coffee table, and I don't want them to break anything. So I know a lot of times I lay them down. They won't be bothering me while I'm doing this show, this video, and I will put them back in the curio cabinet as soon as I'm through. There's your little snowman. It's your mouthpiece, your bowl. This would have been better if it was a double bowl or even a triple. I have some doubles and triples, a lot of them. I'll show you when I end this video. I'll show you these 2 curio cabinets that are in my living room. I have more curio cabinets. They're out in the garage. Like I said, I got 1,200 pieces. These are just the Christmas ones. I have lots to go. Many more videos to make, but there's a little old simple snowman. And then you got this one is not a simple snowman. This one is a bubbler snowman, as you can see. It's a long tube in there. And there's your mouthpiece on top. So he's got my friend said it looks like a penis, but whatever. He's packing. Okay, that's funny. To me, maybe not to y'all. So he glows in the dark as well, as you can see. He got some glow in the dark to him, just like these other features on here. I love the glow in the dark stuff. But I'm going to move him back here. There we go. Got him in the picture. All right, next. One more snowman. Playing with the snowballs. That's pretty cool. Got your bowl down there and your mouthpiece. You got to smoke him upside down, which is groovy. Can't even tell that's a bowl, can you? I'd say 95% of my bowls, you can't tell they're bowls until you get up close to look at them. Let's see a good place to put him. Let's throw him back there. Mr. Snowman. Mr. Snowman, let's slide this to the front. There we go, a little bit better. Stand him up back there just to make room, because I got some more stuff coming. All right, next thing up, this is one of my favorite pieces. Now on this site, well, I want all this stuff. You really have to fight hard to win some of these. There's the bowl, mouthpiece, of course, and then your little carb down there. But he is so cool. It's big. And I don't know if that's like a Jack Skeleton or whatever they call that character piece, but he's pretty cool. I'm sure there's a character name for him somewhere. And I'm just going to slide him in right there. Okay, this next set of pipes, let me move this. This next set of pipes is a set. Normally, this set would be $600 to $1,000. I want it for free by collecting a certain number of pipes. When you get like 100 pipes, you get a free pipe. When you get 300 pipes, you get a free pipe. When you get 500, when you get to 1,000, when you get to 1,200, you get free sets. And this is one of those free sets, and I count these as Christmas just because of the way they look. Just because of the colors, the red and the green tones and everything. And they got the candy, looks like a peppermint candy right there. In that knob is a piece of opal that has been put in there, and it is really cool. Special pieces get special things, and like I said, this is a very cool pipe. I count this as my Christmas collection. Now this is a set of 4. You got the spoon type right there. Let's go with the kickstand. This is a Sherlock. You got the Sherlock that goes with the set, with the green and the reds. It's got a little kickstand on it, so when you stand it up, it can stand up. If it didn't have a kickstand, you'd have to lay it down all the time. Well, this one I'm gonna lay down. Now this one, part of the set does not have an opal. As you can see, those are really cool there. I really like this piece. It's amber glass with the cream. That is just, I love those colors, but I count that as Christmassy. So this is Christmas. All right. Next, the third piece in this set is a chillum. As you can see, they added the same colors. A little hard to make a chillum. Now you see the opal that they have embedded in that glass knob right there. And like I said, some people call these one-hitters, I call them chillums. That's what they're advertised as, is a chillum. And these little opals in there are just so freaking cool to have opals embedded in those pieces. So that's and then this is called a boot. Obvious reasons it's called a boot. All these are made from the same glass, all made at the same time. Very cool pieces indeed. And it's got an opal as well, right there in that piece. They got an opal embedded in there. Very awesome. All right. And you know what? That is the Christmas collection. So it took me 20 minutes just to go through the Christmas collection. Next couple of minutes, I'm going to just take time to give y'all a preview of some of the, let me turn this light on over here. Okay. A preview of these two curio cabinets I have in here, just to show you what's coming up in the future on future shows. So, stand my fat butt up. All right, well, those are all your Christmas collection. And I didn't turn that light on this time because it seemed like it blared during the live show. So let's come over here. These are some of the bubblers, as you can see. This piece right here, this piece, goes on top of this piece. But they won't fit in there together. Let me turn this. It's a dragon inside a giant bong. You gotta call this one a bong. And this is a freezer-friendly mouthpiece. You can see the glycerin in there. That's not water, that's glycerin. And it goes on top. But as you can see, it won't fit in there. So I just keep it beside it. Back there's a Rastafarian bong. And then this is the I got this one for completely free for collecting 100 elephant pieces. And again, this is bonga, a bubbler, because you see in the bottom, you got all those little holes. Well, the smoke comes into this bottom part first, and then it bubbles up through the elephant to the mouthpiece. That's way up where, this is a giant. This thing is huge, very heavy. And it's a color changer. You can see the fume glass in it. Changes colors, got the cobalt little dots on it. This huge bubbler is actually called iridescent. And it's iridescent because it's got metal mixed into the glass. And that gives it that kind of a rainbowy look to it, but that's metal that's mixed into glass. Now I have some other pieces I'm going to show you where this has just got a small amount of metal in ratio to the glass. But I'll show you some others. There's hearts. There's the Empire State Building. Y'all have already seen Walk the Dog and the fire trucks. And these are some little tiny mini bubblers, like that little mini bubbler right there. It's not very big. And if I can sit it back down without breaking it. Over there's another little piece. And down here you got your globes. These are all globe pipes in here. One of them was, you saw the Christmas globe earlier. And in the back, I got some double bubbles. They go through twice. They go through that thing twice on the pink, the green, and the blue one back there. I don't know, but you'll get better look at it whenever I get around to showcasing those. There's some turkeys. I guess I could put the turkeys with the Christmas stuff. Could did it with Thanksgiving. And hearts back there and a 4-leaf clover. Eggs. Yes, those eggs are pipes. An Easter basket. Yes, that Easter basket is a giant pipe with butterflies and stuff going on. You can put the eggs fit inside there, so they're made in conjunction. Down here you got, well, flip-flops and tennis shoes and claw pipes. I've seen them before when I did the Halloween. And frogs and rubber duckies and ships, banana splits, a pair of dentures. You got airplanes. All these, I have these in every color to come in. Pink, yellow, cobalt, white, smoke, another pink, and a green. And those are all skull pipes. Down here, some more specials. You can see in the back, triples. Those triples are for professionals only. You have to get somebody to help you light it because you ain't got the two hands. If you light them all at the same time. Then on down, I got some Gandalfs. You can see the long ones there. And a lot of these pieces down here at Mushroom House is a bowl. A lot of those pieces are glow-in-the-dark friendly as well. Okay, that's that one. That's the preview for that cabinet. Let's come over here to the bigger one. These are the ones where I keep my most special pipes. All right, let's open some doors. Start up here, you can see I have sets. Like that Christmas set that goes right here, actually. But this purple one, got a chill them there. And that purple one, but also got a matching stash jar. Goes with these. These are the only things that aren't pipes, are the stash jars. So let's go back up here and show you some. These are all special pipes. These are called Briar Sherlocks. See if I can get one out and get in focus. Well, do you want to focus? I don't think it does. Let me back up some. But those are Sherlock, Briar Sherlocks. Got other ones in here, boots, more boots. Another one with a kickstand. Pardon me. Then you got eyeball pipes. I like my eyeball pipes. Back there, a little tiny mushroom, dinky sized mushrooms. And some Sherlocks up there. More eyeballs. In here I have more pipes. These are all special pipes, mushrooms. Mushrooms in the back. As you can see. Let's come down here to where the stash jars. These are all my bead collection. As you see, I broke a little leg off right here. But that's what glass glue is for. It turns upside down. And as you can see, well, it's hard to get focused. That's the bowl, upside down. So we put that back. I'll have to glue that leg back on. Then you got that. These are all pipes through here. These are glitter pieces. They got glitter in them. I tried to get one in every color. I mean, if I can get one up, as you can see. Well, they are hard to focus, so I'll just back up a little bit. But I got several in several colors. Again, I cough. All right, all the bumblebees. Down here are, sorry, Ginger. Yeah, my little cat. Got snakes, and this is here is cool. This hummingbird pipe. Turned upside down, there's the bowl. And back, there's Yoda and iridescent. Those are minivans and iridescent. I got cars back there. And a snake and a sand dart, and that's a skateboard. There's a tank over there. Cactus, a castle, sand castle pipes, everything else. And then down here you got Pickle Rick, some other food items, cupcakes, donuts, ice cream, pizza back there, big slice of cheese, some cherries. What else got that there? Big ladybug, baby bottles, cows, dinosaurs, more cactus. Down there, there's a zebra. Got a donkey back there. These are little mini itty bitty pipes. They're really cool. I like the little minis. Down the bottom, you got that's my Popeye pipe. Some other ones. Kazoos, little kazoos. You got pyramids in the back. A couple of little baby whales. Some cloud pipes. And come over here. Y'all seen these crushed can pipes before. Mail truck pipe. Then more on the bottom. You can't really see. Those are toilet pipes. That's the color changing one and a white one. Back there, more kazoos. and some Sherlocks. All right, well, y'all had, that's 30 minutes exactly. So I didn't show you character pipes. I missed this whole ship, this whole area here, character pipes. There's Ivysaur. And of course y'all recognize the other one, Lumineer. In the back there, you can see Stewie. Brian is somewhere. Where's Brian? He's out over there. Stewie and Brian, and Winnie the Pooh pipes, and I got several Winnie the Pooh pipes. Some Smurfs, Big Bird, Kermit. I don't have a Miss Piggy. I need a Miss Pig. I do have a pig somewhere, but I don't have a Miss Piggy. And these are my motorcycle pipes. I really love these. Custom motorcycle pipes. There's your bowl in the center section there, and there's your mouthpieces, the tailpipe. Put him back. And some freezer-friendly pipes in the back. But apples and Scream. You like the painting Scream. There's a iridescent dragon piece. Iridescent dragon. Very cool. Some of these pipes are sea creatures, and I've got a whole curios sea creatures out there I got to get to. There's a unicorn back there, a chill pill. These are what I was talking about here. This is a steamroller. They have huge bowls in them. You can get a lot in a steamroller. I don't use them. Steamrollers and all my tools like hammers and wrenches and sockets. This socket wrench here, got a medium-sized bowl. Funny story about those. I had 4 of them. I got 3 now, 2 silver and 1 black. And then a couple of little wrenches and hammers. There's a screwdriver back there. Yeah, the screwdriver's a pipe too. Back there with my horse. But the funny story is I had a friend who had throat surgery and had a hole in his throat but still wanted to smoke. So I got him one of those wrenches, and it worked out perfect. Because anything small, he was setting his beard on fire. So that one he could put right to. All right, well, I'm sorry that the video ended a little sudden. I hit a button on my phone and it turned off. Me and Ginger wanted to say thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you.